friends work in the fashion and beauty industry, and since I have you all gathered here and you're somewhat captive, and many of you seem to be here by choice, I would like to admit a few truths about myself to you. This is so much like Catholic confession, except with more fun cocktails. You know, I'm on television now, so I have to be a little more consistent with my whole look. But there were times in my life when I was a little more experimental. Truth. Most of my style inspiration came from my grandmother, who had me wear, and this is the God's honest truth, a one-piece belted cashmere sweater tart to PE when I was a child, and warned me not to sweat. Can you picture me in a full-body sweater tart right now with a belt? Dry clean only. She made me wear it to PE. I could not have climbed a rope if my life had depended on it, but why would I have? I looked amazing. And I had a leather belt, would have gotten caught on a rope. I would have been stupid. I used to be a Sun-In addict. Has anyone here been a Sun-In addict? The way, yeah. Did you do the same thing that I did, which was just put it in your hand and run it through one patch of hair every day for 3 years? For 3 years of my high school career, I had a very light blonde skunk stripe in the middle of my naturally dark hair. But that is because, and this is the truth, my real hair is the color of rat fur. And you know what? It's not the pretty kind of rat. There are pretty rats. I'm talking about the sewer kind of rat, of course. And sometimes, another truth about me, and I know that many of you out there know what I'm talking about, maybe you don't. Sometimes when I wear flats, I look like Bilbo Baggins. I'm not gonna lie to you. And sometimes, you know what? I'm okay with that. I can live with that. It's true. Here's the painful truth. I'm moving in a couple of weeks, and so I've been going through old photographs, and I happened across this, and I would love to show it to you all, but I would never do that. So that would be very, very counterindicated. I took a look at my prom picture. Saw my prom picture the other day, and I realized and remembered that I wore a white three-piece pantsuit to my prom with a white kimono robe. In all of the pictures, I look like I'm doing an advertisement for AARP insurance. Or like one of those chairs that takes you up the stairs. You just sit in the chair and it takes you up the stairs so that you can stay in your house longer when you become elderly. B. Arthur was a style icon for me in high school. Here's another painful truth. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm going to say it anyway. I wear giant underwear. I wear gigantic underwear. God is my witness. I do not understand the point of tiny underwear. If you get really tipsy tonight and you want to talk to me about it and you want to school me about it, that's fine, and I will hear you and I will honor your thoughts, but I think you are wrong, because what are the EMTs going to think if you have an accident and they have to come and pick you up with the ambulance? I'm just saying. Here's another truth. I wore a girdle to my wedding, and even though the lady selling me the silk bias cut gown told me not to wear a girdle because she said you'll be able to see it in all the photographs, I didn't believe her, and she was right. And in all of my wedding photographs, you can totally see the boning of my girdle and giant underpants. Thank you. Okay. Now, since we're done, and that's sad but true. Now is your chance to come clean, because I would like for you all to tell the truth about your industry and a few things that have been bothering me for quite some time. Toeless boots. What the hell are you? Come on! Was that whole thing just like an April Fool's Day? It got out of hand? Because someone was like, oh my god, these are hilarious! Women are going to be so mad about this. There's going to be a revolution. And then Gwyneth Paltrow wore them ironically to something, and then they became real. boots combined with the air circulation of an open toe. The toe part is the part that keeps the snow out. I just feel like there are a lot of things working against each other. Also, rompers. Who in this room is responsible for rompers being a thing? Can we just all get together and agree to not put adult women in rompers ever again? Because the only people who should be wearing those are 7 years old. And that romper is really just a compromise to keep them from wearing their bathing suit 24/7 with a pair of tube socks. 70s style. It's like wearing an adult diaper on the outside of your clothes. That's fine. Don't dress like Holly Hobbie. Okay, question. How much exfoliating can a woman be expected to do before she literally sloughs off her entire face and becomes another person entirely? Please advise. My Clarisonic hit a patch of skin the other day that was from the future. Also, am I really rocking those harem pants, or are you guys just messing with me? And I'm sorry, I'm going to say it right now, and I want you all, I'm going to look in each and every one of your eyes as I say it. Can we just for once and for all admit this? Celebrities wear multiple Spanx. At the same time, they will wear a Spanx, a corset, 2 Spanxes on top of that, and live on a diet of liquefied kale and Nicorette for 3 weeks. If it means that their Golden Globes gown will fit better. Their outfits would be better characterized as contraptions. If you stick them with a pin, they fly around the room like a leaking helium balloon. I think we have to stop pretending. Also, we have to stop pretending that anybody will ever have Jennifer Lopez's hair. You can't. Or her complexion. Nobody will. I would pay over $1 billion to have her lighting designer follow me around for about a day. Blue and gray nail polish makes your nails die. Admit that. You know that's true. It's truth day. Okay. Well, that was very fun. My time is almost done. And so, before I go, and before we all get together and have cocktails and lounge around on these beautiful white leather sofas and things, you know what? I don't really have a rider, but I think I just made one up, and I think it involves white leather sofas and white flowers everywhere. I'm going to impart some essential wisdom that I have learned from my 4 decades of being a woman who is also human, who is also a lady. Flip-flops are only okay if you had just had a pedicure or you just had a baby and your feet are too swollen to fit into regular person's shoes. When I gave birth for the first time, the first thought I had afterward was not, oh my God, my beautiful baby, I love you so much, but oh my God, I have Shrek feet. Flip-flops are never okay on dudes. I'm sorry guys, they're just not. They should either stop making them for you or somehow penalize you. I don't know what that penalty would be, but if you give me a tree stir cocktail, I can think of one. It'll be good. It's okay not to be on trend all the time. Ruffly blouses are not for everyone. When I wear one, I look like a Victorian-era madwoman who is attempting a risky daylight escape from a sanatorium. It just can't be done. Figure out what works for you, and just keep doing that thing until you are 112. And after that, all bets are on. Pink is the new black, navy is the new pink, black is the new navy. Put that in all your magazines and blogs. Also, sometimes there actually can be too many bright colors all at once. Yesterday, I had to run home with my bright yellow purse and my pinky persimmon wedges because all of the wasps wanted to lay eggs in me. They thought I was their queen. So be careful out there. And know, this is maybe a little bit shallow, but I don't care because, you know, we're talking about real stuff. This is perhaps the most important truth that anyone will ever impart to you. So if you haven't been listening so far, I recommend that you do and write this down and remember it forever. After any breakup or period of great stress in your life, wait at least 6 weeks before getting a haircut. The ups and downs of my personal life can be accurately charted by the relative absence or presence of bangs. Thank you so much, everyone. I enjoyed it.